G'day, ladies and gentlemen. Again, we are going to discuss another important topic in an Noble Eightfold Path, which is Samma Wacha, right talk, right speech. What does that really mean? The right speech? Is that like, hey man, how are you? Come on, good morning. Is that what right speech is? No, no, no. So right speech is, you know, um, when we are normally speaking, anything come out of our mouth because we have ignorance is all about getting something for us. We have to attract something. So we all always think about attract with if it is that if you are with very high ignorance, so most of the time you're talking about something to get into you. So it may be that as a result of that you may lie, you may curse somebody or double tongue or just keep talking with no real sense of or real meaning. So why we have to do all of these things? That's because of ignorance. We think, okay, first of all, we say why we have to lie. We have to lie to get something. So let's say, oh, just to satisfy your six senses. That's all about what we do so far in our entire samsaric journey. If you have done anything, that is to get something to satisfy your six senses. Okay, let's take an example. So you steal something. So then if somebody asks you, did you steal? You say no. So why you are lying? Because you really want what you stole and you don't want to give it back. Why do you, let's say you stole money, so why do you need money? Just to get something to satisfy your six senses. But that's lying is something about the mundane activities. But when it comes to this super mundane world, this in this noble path, so lying is giving some sort of an idea or understanding to somebody about something is good, something is really valuable, something is really fantastic, awesome, amazing. With all of this understanding, if you give something to somebody with your word, that is what is called lying. Because that's not the truth. The lying means you're talking about something which is really not there. If you say that Audi is really good, in reality, in super mundane world, in the noble path, it is a lie because it doesn't. If somebody likes this BMW, it means that's something wrong with him, and that car itself has nothing. It's just a car. If you give that to Arahant, if you offer one car to Arahant, you reckon he says, oh my goodness, that's really amazing, I love it? No. So he's not going to say that because he knows that if he attaches to that, it is going to get him suffering. So if you attach to that car, let's say somebody comes and just as a gift, so for your birthday gift, somebody gives you the car. So from that particular point onwards, you are worrying about it. Something may happen to this car. Somebody's going to scratch it. That may be a flat tire. That car may not be starting, or there's some other reason, or somebody's going to smash it. So all this, nothing has happened to the car yet, but still it worries in you. So likewise, if you attach to anything, you get suffering. So if somebody gives you that mentality of about a good thing about that car, it means it is lying. So why you are going to cursing or abusing? Because you expected something to satisfy your six senses, but you didn't get it. So then you are angry. So that's as a result of that, you start abusing, criticizing, swearing, all of these things. So the root cause of this, the wrong speech, is attachment without knowing the reality. If you know that reality, you're not going to attach to that. If you are not attached to that thing, you're not going to get angry. Even regardless what's happening to that particular thing we are talking about, doesn't matter what happened. You are stable. You're not going to be unhappy. You're not going to be sad. So as a result of that, you don't have to curse. You don't have to lie. You don't have to have double tongue. Why you just say that things to make everybody angry at each other? Why do you do that? Because you get something out of it. So let's say there is a vacancy for your operations manager, and there are two people, one of you, and there's another guy who's competing to get that position. So if you attach to this position, you have to, or you may thinking of getting your boss against the other guy, such a way that he's not going to give that positions to him and he will select you. See, if you are going to do any of these things, attach into something, so that's result is suffering. So if you have to do any lying, if you have to do any cursing, a double tongue, or flattery, or anything, it means a wrong speech. That is because you have attached to something. You want to get your six senses satisfied. So that's the only reason. But if you understand that first thing, Samma ditthi, or ignorance, properly, you know that there's nothing in it. So there's no point of just going after it. So if you are in that mentality, it doesn't matter what happens to that. You're not going to be suffer. You're not going to be sad. You're not going to be disappointed. You're not going to be embarrassed. You are very stable, like aren't. So if you understand those things, any word come out of your mouth, it should be very realistic, and it should be leading you and other people along this path to Nibbana. So it helps you to understand, analyze, just contemplate about the reality of the word. When you are speaking, you are doing sermons about this Buddhism to others, such a way that they understand the reality, such a way that they don't go after these things. So you speak about the attachments, this ignorance, the root causes of this suffering, the ways of getting out of suffering. So all of these things, if you talk, that helps you and to others to get everybody in the right track. If you talk those things, that is called Samma Wacha, or right speech. If you do anything other than this, it falls under wrong speech. It means Miccha Wacha. So to Samma Wacha, the basic you have to understand as the first thing is the Samma Ditthi. It means nothing is going to the way you want. So if you attach to that, it's gonna get you suffering. If nothing is going to the way you want, and if it gives you suffering, if you attach to, so there's no point of going after that. So if you have that understanding, you're not going to do any of this wrong speech. Everything you are going to do is the right speech, which leads you and everybody else to put on the right track. So hope you understand that. So I'll come up with another clip about this Noble Eightfold Path in future. So bye for now. Teruan Saranai.